Hi guys, I just want to talk about Pastor Tobi. A lot of you guys know this guy, this flamboyant pastor. Many of you know him. He's been in the headline news and people are talking about him. Now, he's got an interview with BBC and I want you to listen to that interview to details and we are going to analyze it even as it go through. There's a lot of discrepancies in this interview and I believe and I want to commend the BBC host that basically host this interview. The lady was very thorough. The right question were asked, and I am so impressed because the lady went to the juggler, and Pastor Tobi was basically fumbling. So I want you to listen to this, and we can talk about it even as the video plays. Let's go.
Decision.
Right.
Let's start.
In light of the recent immigration tribunal decision,
right,
and the good thing is this: the lady is a Nigerian. That is a Nigerian, or the lady conducting the interview is a Nigerian. So there's no bias. We are asking the right question.
Your next steps? Are you going to attempt to fight deportation?
Well, there is no deportation order, first of all. I need to make that clear. The next step is already done, meaning that there's a case in court already. There is, it's an ongoing issue.
You entered the UK on a visitor's visa in 2005 and attempted to regularize your status in 2015 or 16 before applying for leave to remain in 2019. Some people might ask why you waited so long to try to regularize your status, especially given that you're a high-profile person. Because essentially that means that you've been in the UK all this time unlawfully.
I was just a regular person.
So he came to the UK in 2005. So I want you to hear what Pastor Tobi is going to say now. This is where you know when somebody is not prepared, is basically trying to bravogado his way through difficulties. And sometimes they are succeeded in doing it because you have to commend Pastor Tobi. He is a very smart guy to pull all of these stunts in such amount of time and long time. 2005, no resident and live this kind of life. It is crazy. So we have to give it to him. But listen to this.
In people in Peckham, Queens Road, Peckham, of course, I lost track of time. I came in here as a boy, 25-year-old boy then, and you have...
So stop there, Pastor Tobi. A 25-year-old boy. You cannot be a boy at age of 25. It is literally impossible to describe a man of 25 years old as a boy. At the age of 22, you are a graduate, right? You begin to university. Your adult life start. So you came into the country at the age of 25. Now, you are telling us that at the age of 25 that you came in, you are a boy. A boy at the age of 25. Okay, let's just assume he don't know what he's saying. But keep that in your mind. He said he came here as a boy. I want you to understand, at the age of 25. Listen.
Uncles and family saying, this is sorted, we're doing it. Until I realize it's not done.
Do you think that you should be allowed to stay in this country, given that you have been here essentially unlawfully for close to 20 years?
Well, the court and all the other processes will decide that.
If you do lose the case and you are removed from the UK, will you move your organisation to Nigeria?
It's impossible. My organisation is here. My organisation is everywhere. And to move it to anywhere else means leave people to keep killing themselves. So no, we're not going to move the community or the movement. We're just going to establish more and find a way to do what we need to do.
I know you said multiple times on social media, rightly, that you haven't faced any criminal charges. But there have been a number of serious allegations made about your former church, SPAC Nation. In 2024, the Charity Commission did publish their inquiry report, and they said that there were incidences of serious misconduct and mismanagement when it comes to safeguarding and financial transparency. What would you say to that?
It is false. They've been on this thing for the past 4 years. So there are allegations, there are issues. Why is the police not involved? Why is nobody facing any inquiry? Why is there no inquiry?
But the Charity Commission did say that there was serious mismanagement and misconduct. So that's a separate report.
Yes.
So with regard to that, what would you answer to what they said?
So that's what we're asking the Charity Commission now. What is the serious blah, blah, blah? You can't just say...
You see, the Charity Commission supervises all of these NGO in the UK, including the church. If you have an NGO and you are raising money, they supervise it. Now, the Charity Commission have come up with their report, and they found that a lot of money that this guy is raising has not been accounted for. And because of that, they shut down the charity organization he have. They shut down the church, the SPAC Nation. But Tobi, being thinking he's smart, he went the other way around and registered another organization or a backup organization, and this is what he's currently operating with. Now, he's in denial. He constantly denies some of this allegation, but it is quite obvious if you are looking at it from an open mind. In short, if you are looking at it, giving Tobi his own benefit of doubt and said, okay, maybe there's a discrepancies here. He's not aware of what he's doing. But I cannot give him that litigation. I cannot give him that excuses, because he come across as somebody that knowingly understood what he's doing. And he think he can bravogado his way around it. Now, he is asking again, that he's asking the Charity Commission to explain to him where were the discrepancies, where are the problem. They've already found out the problem, and that was the reason they shut down your organization.
There is a serious this and that. What is it, and who is going to answer for it?
You've spoken a lot about how many people you say you've helped, but then you do have these former members who have come out to speak about the exploitation they feel that they have experienced.
Right.
How do you reconcile your vision with what these people have said? Because they're extremely different.
I just finished service today. Hundreds of young people. Some of them have been here for 8 years, meaning been in the church 8 years. Some 14 years. I've known some of them since I was 14.
Just listen to that. Now, this is where Tobi is not thinking. He said he came into the UK at the age of 25. Okay, he started the organization when? And then he's telling you now that he knows some of this member since he was 14. Some of these young people he was talking about, he knows them since he was 14. Just think about it. He came into the UK at the age of 25, right? Now he's telling you he knows some of his members. They started coming to his church since he was 14. I don't understand. Can somebody reconcile these two statements for me? Because I don't understand. Let's go.
And you need to hear what they are saying about the church. So please, some 14 years. I've known some of them since I was 14. And you need to hear what they are saying about the church. So please, for any reasonable human being who is not just victimizing anything they don't like, if you have 1,000 people in a place, are you telling me 30 people will not be disgruntled?
This is more than being disgruntled, though. These are serious allegations.
Without fact. I've asked you if you have any fact. Situations happen, but there's no fact that the church was directly involved or that the church didn't take action if reported to.
So no one ever came to you or presented any of these allegations to you about financial exploitation?
Not once. We set up, when we heard these things, we set up a panel of inquiry, independent. We picked people from outside the Nation family or SPAC Nation, and we asked people to come forward if there is an issue.
But if there are multiple allegations of wrongdoing within your organization and you are the head of that organization, some would say that the buck stops with you and it's your responsibility to weed this type of behavior out.
And they will be right. And we've set up many panels, and we've asked people publicly and privately to come forward if there are issues. Every organization has issues. The Catholic Church still has issues till tomorrow morning. Did you shut them down?
A lot has been said about the lifestyle that you portray, designer clothes, lavish cars. Some people would say that that is slightly contradictory to Christian values of humility and modesty. Right. How would you answer that?
Well, I'm me, and I practice my own Christianity by impacting my community, making sure that I don't stay within the four walls of a church and tell people about going to heaven. I put on what is right, what connects to the generation I'm speaking to, so that they are not attracted to drug dealers and rappers. Nothing wrong with rappers, but drug dealers, so that what they are looking for, they can find the hope of that in me.
Now, that was interview that I believe is exposed this guy. What do you guys think? Make your comment on the comment section and let me know. Do you think Pastor Tobi is being victimized? Do you think Pastor Tobi should return back to Nigeria? Do you think Pastor Tobi can beat this case? For those of you guys that are lawyer or understand immigration, the pinnacle of the appeal has been dealt with. So the immigration tribunal, the highest, have said this guy have no legitimacy to remain in this country. So with the immigrations have a right to deport him. So he's saying now that he has not been given a deportation order. But as far as he's concerned, now he's an overstayer. So if he's pulled along the road, he will be deported. He will be taken to asylum house. He will be taken to detention center. It's quite that serious. But he's playing it off. He's acting like there is no cause for alarm. So let us hope that there's no cause for alarm. But I can tell you, with a little experience that I have, I think Pastor Tobi is in a serious problem. I think the criminal investigation is inevitable. I believe that there's a lot of lapses that may put him behind the bar. I don't know. I'm only saying it. So thank you so much for watching. If you are on my YouTube channel and you have not clicked subscribe, please do so that you can get notification whenever I post a video. We are a smart community that want to be able to analyze matter, talk about things in a very, very open way, not narrow-minded. Of course, a lot of people have asked me, what do I have against Pastor Tobi? I must tell you, I have nothing against Pastor Tobi, to be honest with you. I do, however, believe that he F off and he has not represented himself in the best way, to be honest with you. You cannot be in this country since 2005. You have no resident. You're an overstayer. Not that you are going to school, that you make so much money that is questionable. So this country have a system, and that system, you have to stick with it. And if you cannot stick with it, then you have to explain to them how you manage to acquire all of this wealth that you display, that is visible to everyone that care to watch, to the government. So please enjoy my video. If you do, make your comment on the comment section. If there's any video you want me to analyze, please let me know, direct me to it, and I will come down here and talk about it with you guys. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.